Hi, Aries. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do your June 2019 general reading. I apologize for getting this out so late. I have been sick pretty much all week and it has been kicking my butt, but I'm finally doing better. Thank you to everyone who sent me some healing energy to help give me that boost in order to get these out. But either way, Aries, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you've been here before, my lovely tribe, thank you for coming back as always. So how we do this is we go through each week of June, see what you need to know in order to get through your weeks and your days ahead, and allowing whatever messages that need to come through for your highest good so you can do whatever you need to in order to be prepared for this month ahead, okay? So make sure that if y'all resonate with my energy or these messages, that you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want some updates of when I'm going live or anything else in between. But yeah, so I think that's it. That's my intro. But anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. The major message for you this month, Aries, is let go of guilt. I've, especially since the new moon energy in Gemini, I have noticed quite a few significant changes within the collective in general. But especially with my Aries energy. So, I am a Taurus, but I have a lot of Aries in my chart, and I'm not going to talk about myself, but this is what I have noticed. So not only are there a lot of people that are, especially in my fire energy, of like wanting to slow down, right? Like we've been pushing ourselves so hard lately that we're being forced to kind of take a step back, right? And you don't need to feel guilty about having to take some rest time for you. So some of you might be going through something similar, and that's why I'm bringing this up, because there have been quite a few moments within this last week since the new moon energy where guilt has been tried to bring people are trying to bring up some sort of guilt for me making decisions, and I had to shut that shit down. So oh good. So yes, like listen, Aries. Hey Ellie. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here. And thank you, Sheila, for sending me some loving energy yesterday, because I needed it. I needed it so bad. But no matter what the situation is, Aries, don't feel guilty about making any decision for yourself, whether it be for self-care, self-love, a decision that you are making because you know it's the right one. Do whatever you have to. Hey, Colby. Hey, Dewey. But it is so important that you stand behind whatever decision that you are making, right? No matter what that is, okay? And don't feel guilty for doing what you have to in order to take care of yourself, is what I'm trying to say, okay? When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. So some of this might have to do with friendships or people within your environment that are kind of affecting your energy or your abundance flow. So make sure you're paying really close attention to that, Aries. If there is anyone or anything that you feel is kind of depleting your energy, then you really need to really have that courage and that stand up for yourself energy, because only you know what your soul and your body need. Okay. And we shouldn't have to feel guilty about removing ourselves from situations that do not serve our highest good or that are depleting our energy. So take that for what it's worth. But yeah, you'll know who's depleting your energy, because it's probably going to be the first thing that pops up into your mind. Oh man, I feel like that about my work. I feel about that about my partner, my friends, whatever the case may be. So really pay close attention to that, and don't feel guilty about having to choose yourself first. Okay? So, oh Lord. All right, so let's get into it, Aries. What does Aries need to know for the first week of June 2019? And if I do get caught up, y'all, listen, I'm having some major sinus issues. So if I cough or you hear me congested, that is why. It is what it is. I still wanted to get these out. All right, so Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries, June 2019. Yes. All right. So a lot of people are getting this card this month, y'all. Donations, tithing, and charitable work. So the way that and I'm actually kind of getting a different energy off of this card than I have for quite a few other signs. The other signs were getting more of like an equal energy exchange, and I still feel that, but Aries, this is more about holding on to things that don't necessarily serve a purpose in your life anymore. Okay. We have to be able to release things in order to bring more peace into our lives. And that's just what it is. Okay. The one thing that we also have to understand is that if we hold on to things that are not an energetic match for us, right? We are holding on to these low vibrational energies, and we're not giving ourselves room to expand, to bring more peace into our lives. This is also about realizing and knowing that these things, whether they be people, places, or things, do not make us who we are. Okay. This is much bigger than that. And this is also one of those times where, you might feel like you need to hold on to these things. Again, whether it's people, places, or things. If it's people that you feel like you need to distance yourself from, maybe you've been a little too putting yourself in that position where you feel like you need to save everyone, you need to fix everyone, blah, blah, blah. You're responsible for everyone. If you have been putting in a lot of work in order to be there for someone and you're not seeing any change, and you just keep holding on and hoping that something's going to change, there is someone out there that might have a better education or more knowledge of how to properly handle that situation. So that's where we need to release. If it is things, right? Say you have a bunch of clutter in your house or in your workspace, and you're just feeling the need to start cleaning things up, but you don't know what to get rid of, right? I've been really getting this message of placing things in your hand, and if it gives you joy, then keep it. But if not, then let it go. And sometimes it can be really hard to let go of things that you have these memories and this past with, but it doesn't really serve a place in your world anymore. It might help someone else, right? At one point it did give you joy, but now it's not serving that purpose anymore. So it's time to let someone else experience that, right? So it's about this balance. And again, it's still that equal energy exchange where you give away, you end up receiving, and blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But this is all a part of the abundance mindset, because when you let go, you still receive. Where there is lack, there is more to be taken and embraced. So just take that for what it's worth. And, I hope that makes sense, because they're coming through really fluidly for y'all. So, okay. They're making me work for these cards, y'all. All right. So in week 2, dreams of abundance. Okay. So as you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be sure to record your dreams in a journal because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. So, Aries, by next week, you'll probably be getting a lot of intuitive downloads. You'll probably start dreaming more of things that want to come into your life, and you really need to start paying attention and writing these things. Yeah. And listen, even if you are not an Aries, if these messages apply to you, take them. That's what they're there for. Just because we are doing the sign of Aries does not mean that these messages will not resonate. So, take it for what it's worth. But you're going to start getting a clearer picture of what your life could look like if you have faith and hope for your future, right? Instead of looking at it, because I've been seeing a lot of fear going around, y'all, and my empathy has been out of control. So it's like trying to block myself from all this fear going around lately, because I think a lot of people are really starting to feel that change, and a lot of them are resisting. This is not the time to resist, y'all. If you are fearful of change, you can expect that nothing will change. It's not going to change for you. So if you want things to change in your life, you have the responsibility to take the necessary action in order to move forward. And that's just what it is. It is up to you. It is all up to you. And if you're listening to Spirit's guidance, especially within the dreams, the daydreams, the visions, the intuitive downloads, whatever it may be, it's showing you how much your life can open up when you release that darkness, when you let the light in. Okay. Yeah, Ellie, it's been serious, man. There's fear everywhere. So be gentle with yourself. It's okay. We all come into bouts of fear, and that's normal, but switch it around. Like, challenge it. What do you actually have to be fearful of? Because that's that resistance. It's the resistance that's causing fear. And our egos are trying to get involved and be like, oh, no, you don't want that change. Oh, but I do. I do. So in week 3, they're telling you to block out distractions. Again, whether it be people, places, or things. A lot of people have been really distracted by electronics lately, and it's really time for us to start listening to our intuitive guidance, our inner guidance system. A lot of us can get sucked into these YouTube videos and be constantly looking for answers through outside sources when we should be checking ourselves, right? But it's also about, again, blocking the internal distractions too, is what they're saying. So, like, I'm getting for quite a few of you that if you are dreaming of your future and you're, focusing on these things that need to be let go of, whatever the case may be, and then all of a sudden your brain starts going, oh, but what about this? And what about that? And da 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 da. That's a distraction as well. Tune it out. Focus back on self. The mind, especially in Gemini energy, has been going kind of rampant lately. So I've noticed, even with me, going into a meditative state has been really hard, and I have to keep, oh, there it goes. All right, bring it back in. Bring it back in. So really just say, okay, I know that's a distraction, but I choose to let it go. Let it pass on by you. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And just be gentle with yourself. Yeah. And Ellie, if you need me to help you walk through that, just email me, babe. I got you. All right. Okay. Yes. So moving into week 4, our overall theme for the month is obstacles and blocks are lifted. And this is why all of this is happening. Okay. This is breaking through those barriers and those obstacles that are keeping us stuck in place. Right. And moving into week 4, we have razor promotion, clean energy, food, and savings. So not only is this a really, it's that level in ascension. Okay. This is telling us that when we move through this process of releasing and being very discerning about what we're releasing, paying attention to the dreams, the visions, and the downloads that we're getting, and choosing to block out the distractions and putting ourselves as a priority. This is helping us move up in that ascension level. Some of you could be getting a new job or promotion at work, but I feel like this is more of an energetic ascension process. Okay. This is making us more conscious of what we are taking into our lives, whether it be mind, body, soul, it doesn't matter, but it's helping us kind of put that energy on reserve, right? It's helping us build up our energy levels in order to move into this next phase of ascension. Some of you also could be, putting some money aside in order to make a transition into another job. But again, I really feel like this is more of an energetic basis to help us move through these blocks and obstacles that have been keeping us stuck in place for a long time. By removing that fucking fear and saying, nah, bitch, I see you. You ain't stopping me anymore. I'm just saying that's how I feel. Like, I mean, I've been working so hard on that because there's so many things that have been coming up where it's like so much is trying to keep me fearful and trying not to help me move forward. And I'm just like, nah, bitch. Bye, Felicia. You ain't doing this to me again. I can tell you that. All right. So let's get some clarification from the Nature's Whispers and let's see what we got going on. All right, Spirit, what does Aries need to know about this donations, tithing, and charitable work? What do they need to release? What do they need to embrace? Give us a clear picture of what Aries needs to know about bringing this peace into their life. Oh, that's way too many, y'all. Give me one, please. Okay. So yeah, this is really about the cycles, the changes. Like I was saying, everything served a purpose at once in your life, but now it's just time to make room for those new things that have really earned a spot in your life, is what they're saying. Okay. So like the seasons of life, the changes in the seasons, it's all there for a reason. There are times where we're going to feel cold, distant. There are times we're going to feel abundant and fruitful. There's times where we're going to have to let things fall away, and it's just part of the natural cycle of life. But we don't need to hold on to more than what we can handle. See, even though there's flowers in her hand, they're like overflowing, right? But she's holding them close to her heart, which I feel like if a lot of you are having issues with opening up the heart space to allow more love or happiness in, then this is really going to help open that space up by removing some of these things out of your life. Okay. Yeah, and again, this is it's 14, so it breaks down to a 5. So this is all about changes, and changes for the better, man. What's not moving? Sometimes it's just divine timing, Ellie. Sometimes it's also about taking that step, right? So what steps can you take in order to start that process, that ball rolling? You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's see. What does Spirit want Aries to know about this dreams of abundance in week 2? I feel like you might also be getting messages through music. Okay. Yeah. And listen, and this is again what I was talking about. So, like I was just saying, some of you might have, and again, there's that fear though, Ellie. There's that fear. Like, listen, sometimes we hold on, and I know financial stability is like, it's one of our biggest fears in a 3D existence, and I totally get it. But when we align with what makes us happy, makes us feel inspired, there will be difference in abundance than what you're used to. Staying in a job that is not inspiring, that is not happy to be at, if you're going into work every day dreading it, then you're not doing anything good for yourself. So sometimes you just got to take that leap of faith and be like, okay, well, I know this is really what I want to do. This is what I want to be. And I'm just going to move towards it and see what happens. All right. So dream of abundance, acceptance of love, and you are worth it. And this is what I was talking about, y'all. Okay. So when I say that there are certain things that you are holding on to that is blocking your heart space, this is telling you that the dreams that you are having, okay, this dream of this new world and this new way of living your life, not only are you worth it, but you have the capability to accept this love into your life, and it's going to help on all avenues. So not only is this talking about relationships, this is talking about partnerships in general. This is using the law of attraction because you have already done the journey. Now it's like, all right, and again, the ships, look at the ships, man. The ships are coming in for Aries, okay? So by singing your own song, staying in tune with your own vibrational frequency, and lighting the candle, lighting the way for these abundant opportunities to come in, right? You made this journey alone. You have gotten through the troubling times. You're starting to open yourself up to the abundance of the universe. And now you're saying it's okay for you to come in because I know that I am worth this change. I am worth this abundance. And I am finally ready to accept this into my life. Okay. So, um, mm. And I feel like this is something that will really grow well. You know, like there's going to be a really huge expansion of your evolutionary process. Okay. So moving into week 3, what does Aries need to know about these blockout distractions? What does Aries need to block out? They're like, ask the Archangel. All right. So shift your energy and make a wish. Okay. So there's some distractions that are causing you to be distracted by what you're actually trying to make happen. Okay. So if you feel, again, like the fear aspect, right? If you feel that there are certain things, whether it be habits, patterns, things, people, it doesn't matter. There's something in your life, and you know what it is, that is keeping you distracted from your energy shifting, right? Like we're wanting to move to that higher ascension process. We're wanting to change our vibrational frequency in order to make our wishes come true. So first we have to figure out, what do we need to let go of? What do we need to embrace? And what is keeping us distracted from making our dreams become reality? Okay. So you are coming to an end of a cycle, right? You are coming to the end of this, like, okay, I see all this stuff running around in my head. It's all there. It's there. But I am focusing on my breath. I am focusing on the things that are right in front of me. I am focusing on my journey, and I am choosing to plant my seeds and watch my fruition come in. Okay. I am choosing to focus on what it is that the divine has in store for me. right? And that is a very powerful message. And listen, and the fact that it goes from a 10 to a 1, like, look at those numbers, man. That shit don't lie. So once you realize that you can shift your energy, and then once you shift that perspective and block out these distractions, yes, it could be an 11 as well, but you are going from one cycle to a brand new beginning. And this is where you really want to be intentional about setting your wishes, your vows, your purpose, whatever it is. Just make sure that you are focusing clearly on where and what you are planting your seeds, okay? So what is happening in week 4 for Aries? And some of you too, like, okay, so now that Dewey's bringing up all the numbers, I'm looking back. So in week 1 with the assurance card, we have the 5, but in week 2, we have another 5 with you are worth it. So there could be a shift within the way that you're viewing yourself and the way that you want to accept more things into your life. Instead of thinking, I don't deserve it, there could be a shift. And you know what? I do deserve this. And with the acceptance of love, this does break down to an 11. So some of you could be, opening your hearts to a soulmate or twin flame energy. And this is opening a new portal of new love coming in, whether that be through reconciliation or whatever the case may be. So just thought I'd throw that in there. But so then oh, wow. Okay. So in week 4, we have catch your breath and renewal of peace. So again, this is, remember we were talking about in week 4, this is that new ascension, right? We are coming into a new phase of being. We are being more conscious of what we are bringing in. Good morning, 6 of Fire. We're being more conscious of what we're bringing into our lives and restoring our energy, right? Look at that shit. Look, I can't make this up. Y'all see me shuffling. So this is giving you a chance to really take a step back, focus on your growth and your ascension, and coming into this new phase of being, because this is a new phase for you, right? And your spirit guides and your animals guides are just watching you transform into this new way of being. And it is such a beautiful thing that you should be showing more gratitude and appreciation for this process. Okay. So let's get a little more clarity from the Archangel power. Okay. Yeah. Especially the inner child, because both of these are child cards, right? So there could be a new change within that inner child work. All right, so what does Aries need to be aware of? 3 of Staffs. So this card actually reminds me a lot of the You Are Worth It card. Okay. So this really represents a lot about the law of attraction and choosing a direction that you want to move into, taking the necessary steps in order to get there, but also trusting that the divine is going to bring it to you, right? The ships are finally coming in. It's about being patient, but still taking the necessary steps to get there. Your luggage is packed and ready to go, my friends. So, it is about being optimistic in the direction that you are heading by releasing and going through these necessary changes. But it's also about, not overloading your stuff. You don't have to take so much with you. So be careful of the baggage that you are carrying. Make sure that you're unloading your baggage at the door before you get on the ship. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who that's meant for, but it's meant for somebody, okay? So let's see what's going on in week 2. What does Aries need to exactly travel light, my friends? What does Aries need to know about this week 2? You are worth it. Acceptance of love. Dreams of abundance. Some of you could be having dreams about relationships or partners in your life, and you feel like you're calling in your soulmate. The Wheel of Fortune. Everything is turning in your favor. Cycles are coming to a close. Some of you could be dealing with a Virgo as well. But there's going to be some very significant changes for you next week, Aries, where you have the 9 and the 10 major arcana here. So this could be starting that, again, with the dreams of abundance, you're going into this dream state. So maybe y'all could be going into deeper forms of meditation. You could be getting these signs and synchronicities about how to move forward through this sleep state. And, this is that spiritual growth that we keep talking about. It's that new level of ascension through spiritual growth. Like when we take the time to go through these dark periods and really focus on what needs to change and be okay with that changing, then we start seeing the flow of energy shift as well. And this is saying that there's an end of delay. Procrastination is not needed. You are moving forward, and it's okay. It's okay, because this new direction is going to bring you happiness. Some of you could be traveling, relocating, but this is about coming into a more peaceful state of mind as well. And it's because we're releasing that damn fear. We're like, okay, well, we're going to go this way now. All right. So let's see what's going on in week 3 for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Why are y'all popping out so much? The moon, okay. So we have 4 major arcana so far. So Aries, we do have you coming out as the King of Staffs. So you are at the top of your game, my friend, because you are choosing to put yourself first. You are choosing to stand on your throne and say, you know what? Be gone, distractions. I am choosing to close out these cycles so I can shift into my true nature, so I can plant my seeds and watch my empire grow, because I am finally facing my fears. Some of this could be the divine feminine as well. But I see the bigger picture now. I see those towers in the background. I don't fear that shit, because the moon is illuminating the way that I need to go. And I am choosing to improve these plans. I am listening to my intuition. And as I face my fears, I grow stronger, because I want that damn 10 of Pentacles. I want that happy life. I want that financial abundance. And I have the creativity and the power to make this shit happen for myself. And I will speak about it however I feel pleased, however I feel like it is necessary. And this is choosing to move forward with passion, with purpose, and knowing exactly what you're going for. Okay. Exactly, Ellie. I love it. I am so glad that y'all got together. When I saw that, I was like, yes, oh my God. Oh Lord. I think y'all will be great together. I really do. All right, so moving on to week 4. Oh, okay. I got all the messages for y'all. Wow, wow. Okay, so again, this is your energy, Aries. You are finally taking leadership over your life. You're finally starting to say, this is my throne. I will do with it as I please. I am taking authority, and I am taking responsibility for my life, and choosing to remove myself from any distractions or any drama that is surrounding me at this time, because some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or this could just be you listening to your heart, choosing to follow your intuition. And there is a very strong Cancer energy here as well, but this is about choosing to use your highs and your lows, your good aspects, your bad aspects, and choosing to be gentle. Like, we all have these different sides of ourselves, but I am choosing to use this to move forward. I can use my past, I can use my present, and all the tools that I have learned to help propel me forward into a very new, passionate beginning, right? So, okay, so what's the overall energy? Is the High Priestess. Aries, y'all are on fucking fire this month, okay? So, yes, listen to your intuition. Your intuition is on point. Aw, hey, Debbie. All right. So, yeah, y'all have a lot of major arcanas. I see like um, a ton of major arcana here. So we have the death card too. So with the new beginnings, there could be a Scorpio involved as well. But this is telling you that listen to your intuition when it comes to the death cycle. So what once was your life is no longer. Okay, Aries, you are moving into a completely different phase of life. And this is somewhere that you've probably never been, never thought you'd be. And it's okay because there might be a little bit of turbulence because you're having to finally stand up for yourself and say, you know what, I am choosing this change because my intuition is leading me there. And I know that I will be fine. I will be safe. I will be structured. I will have that home and that family life that I deserve. And I am choosing to set my foundation strong and build the life that I really want because I am finally choosing to let go. I am saying I am done with the backstabbing. I am done with the bullshit. I am choosing how my life is going to go. And no one can stop me because that is typical Aries energy. All right. So week 1. Okay. Namaste, bitches. That's right. I love you guys so much. I really do. Okay. So as far as love, we have, ooh, all right. Okay. So I just want y'all to look at these cards real quick, right? So this is the first week. You could be feeling a deep, deep connection with someone. Opening that heart space. Remember what I was talking about? Okay. So we have, when it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And it's so true, y'all. Like, whether we feel like we made a mistake or whatever, everything that we have come to or come across in our path of love has taught us something, right? There's no reason for us to berate ourselves because we're like, oh, well, I wish I would have done this because I could have avoided all this bullshit. But in reality, it taught you everything you needed to know about that situation and how not to repeat that cycle, right? So then here we have sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So this is about being in the moment, opening up your heart space, understanding that there is no right or wrong when it comes to matters of the heart. And you're always going to learn something from whatever the situation is. And whatever situation that you are dealing with, this is a truly sacred, divine relationship connection. And everything is happening for the right reasons, okay? So let's go on to week 2. What does Aries need to know about love in week 2, please? Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities in your life. And remember, this is what I was telling y'all about that whole self-love thing, the whole fear thing. This is really where I feel like a lot of Aries are going to get tripped up, especially if you're an Aries and Venus like me. I swear, it is rough, y'all. But this is one of those things where you really need to be gentle with yourself, okay? And understand that if fear does creep in, just imagine it dissolving into light. There is no room for fear in this life. And we do not have to be fearful of the new opportunities that are coming in to our life. Oh, listen, that Aries and Venus, y'all, I'm telling you, something serious, like 6 of fire. I bet you can vouch for me. It is fucking rough. So, but there, once you release this fear, okay, of opening your heart, see, she's touching her heart space, she's being gentle with herself, and she's saying, you know what, I choose to forgive, I choose to open my heart, and I'm choosing to let new opportunities and possibilities come into my life because I am finally doing the work, I am finally moving forward, and I'm finally realizing that I am worth the amount of love that is here for me on this planet. And All right, so I don't know if y'all can hear me. My dogs are having a howling party in there. All right, so moving to week 3, new beginnings. Look, I'm telling you, the more you open up, the more peace you're bringing into your life. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So some of you could be coming into a new union. Some of you could be, reuniting with your loved one and understanding that the way that you have been doing things might have worked in the past, but it doesn't anymore. And y'all are choosing to go on a new adventure together by really getting to know each other on deeper levels, removing the fear and blocking out all the distractions that are keeping y'all from really embracing one another, those kind of things. So if you want passion in your life, it is your choice. It is your duty to chase that. Okay. So just understand that if you want that new beginning, it is up to you to take it. Okay. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. This is not about trying to control someone, y'all. And I know Aries is good about that. Okay. We got a lot of control issues, especially if you have Taurus in your chart like me. Is one of the biggest things that I have had to overcome is not only having control over the outcome, but trying to control the situation. Okay. But trusting and going through the transformation, right? Once you accept the current situation, okay, what will be shall be. That's been coming across like crazy this week. Okay. You are not in control of what is going on around you. You are in control of how you choose to show up. So if you choose to show up with peace, love, gratitude, acceptance, all that fun stuff, you will see things automatically transform right in front of you. Okay. What does Aries need to know about love in week 4, please? Playfulness. Okay. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together. Remember, love is the greatest healer. Again, like, was it Dewey? Yeah. Going with the flow. Don't take life so serious, y'all. Enjoy the connections that are in your life. Enjoy the moments that you get. We do not have to know everything. We do not have to worry about what is going to happen tomorrow. Be in the present moment and enjoy what you have going on right in front of you. Okay. So, okay. So the overall energy of love for this month, be aware of what you are projecting for the qualities you admire in one another or qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your reflection. So be careful of judgment this month, Aries, okay? And understand that there could be a lot of mirroring going on, all right? So let's see. What is the theme for Aries this month? Nice. All right, let's see. Theme card for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for June 2019, please. And I know this video is long, but I'm slow because I'm sick, so it is what it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so theme card for Aries. Out of the darkness, the light is born and power awakening. I told y'all this shit was going to be serious. All right. So 17. All right. Oh, passed it. Okay. I'm going to sip of my coffee real quick. It is a lot of info. And I don't stop them, man. They do what they want to do. All right. So out of the darkness, the light is born. The light is powerful enough to survive exposure to the darker side of humanity and remain pure, empowered, and effective. Trust in your spiritual purpose as a light in this world. And trust particularly in your ability to bring purity, order, grace, and light to disorder, chaos, and destruction. The divine is ever by your side and ever within your heart, assisting you with the higher purpose in all ways. All issues can be healed through the unlimited resource or recourse and creative resourcefulness of the divine. You are destined to be a part of a creative solution for any issue that you have in your life or that exists in the world and touches your heart. The issue only exists so that divine genius can resolve it. Struggles are sometimes the best way for us to learn something we need to understand for our life journey. Trust that when you ask for help, even apparently impossible solutions can be turned around. With willing human engagement and divine grace, there is more than enough light, healing, creative innovation, wisdom, and energy available to keep Mother Earth and all of her creatures, including humanity, thriving. Never give up your hope and trust in what is possible, nor your willingness to act upon that hope and trust. Okay. And this is what it's talking about, y'all. Like this whole time, they're telling you it is up to you to stand into your power. And no matter how dark things may seem or how much fear tries to get involved, it's just pushing through that and saying, nah, bitch, I'm a big time. I'm a big cougar. What you gonna do about it? I'm gonna roar. Okay. I see my power. I see my transformation. Okay. So I am Puma. I awaken within you the vigorous energy, fierce power, and ability to act without hesitation when the moment is right. My patience and strategy, my preparation and precision, my fearlessness and decisiveness are now your own. Allow my sacred medicine to fill your soul and bring courage to your heart. You have come into your power. You've got this. Don't let fear or hesitation hold you back. Y'all hear that shit? Apply yourself fully to the task. Let go of old ways of viewing yourself as incapable, scattered, or wasteful energy. You have the ability to focus intently, to generate clear intention, and to achieve your ambitions through methodical steps and applied will. You have the internal resources you need for successful completion. Even if no one else recognizes your potential and believes in your future success, in due course, they will understand differently. By then, you will already be moving on to your next task. Trust your sense of timing, have patience. When you know it is time to leap, do it without hesitation. Rawr. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, Aries, you on fire, okay? You got all kinds of new beginnings coming in. You are changing your attitude. You are changing your pace. And this is all due to your hard work. So good job, okay? So I hope that helps give y'all the clarity you need. And listen, that's a lot of freaking messages. If you did not get the clarity you need, then, maybe a personal reading would help you on your, personal situation. So if you need that, then you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you do not need a personal reading, but you would like to support the channel, there is a donation down below in the description box. I appreciate everyone who has been reaching out for personal readings, sessions, or donation just by liking and sharing these videos or commenting. That is energy exchange, y'all. And I appreciate every single one of you who are supporting my channel. Okay. So with that being said, I love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're catching the replay, drop me a comment. Let me know how this resonates with you. And if y'all need me, you know where to find me. I wish y'all nothing but love, happiness, and all the blessings that this universe can provide for you. And just so much love, so much gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for being you. And I will talk to you all very soon. Okay. Bye.